Hey everybody, how's it going? In today's video, we'll have a look at a limited series featuring Porsche 911 RSR from the 2018 season. Of course, the limited series is featured in the current round, that is round 5 of season 3, in case those of you who are going to be watching this video in the future. Anyway, yes, it is a motorsport category car. However, the currency used for both payout and upgrades is racing dollars and gold, right? So the cost-wise, the car does normally cost some 680 gold, and because it's motorsport category car, there is no showcase discount. So if you miss out on this opportunity to win the car, then the obtaining this car becomes a bit more complicated, right? Even though they do offer, discount, some deep discount in the older cars in the game, throughout as we go on, right? But yeah, but if you can win it, that's generally a best way to do it. And to win it, you do need to meet the PR requirement of 89.3, which does cost you 360 gold. So it's not the most expensive car in the game, and you get 60 of it back. So net cost of this car's ownership is 300 actually. Then of course you can get through the motorsports season with this car to probably get up to good, I would say 75% completion, which will earn you another like 44 gold, I think. So that's lowers your net cost into closer to like 255 or 250s, right? So that's not too bad. And speaking of the motorsports season, the cars featured in, that is a 2018 season of Endurance GT Racing, the season does feature two cars, this one and BMW M8 GTE. However, between those two cars, this Porsche is the cheaper one to meet the PR requirement for 100% completion. So if you can afford it, this is a good time to get it, right? So anyway, yeah, let's jump in. And it's of course 7-day event. The first 24 hours, first day, as soon as you start the event, there's an instant upgrade and instant service available. So if you can get it done in the first 24 hours of starting the limited series, that save you some ads that you would have to watch otherwise. But anyway, what do we have here, right? Porsche 911 RSR 2018 limited series. Earn a Porsche 911 RSR 2018 by 100% completing this special limited series. Dominate the track and this endurance titan whose name comes from German Rennsport Rennwagen. Rennwagen? That I don't speak German. Literal translation is racing sport racing car. Right. It works in English too, right? RSR, racing sport racing car. All right. The 911s drive beautifully in the game. I mean, all the RSR, 911 RSRs, doesn't matter which year, they've always been some of the best cars in the game. So it's, if which year you pick, I wouldn't really care. Because I think the handling is, obviously as the years progress, the performance just have been improving. And was 2018 the last year they did before they introducing the whole like the tuning setup stuff? Because that's when the performance took a hit, I think. So yeah, this might just be one of the best 911 RSRs in the game for that reason. Anyway, the total reward, as I said, there's some 60 gold, right? And let's see. Yeah, and we'll have a look at how it's broken down. First 25% completion get you the first 5 gold and 5,000 racing dollars plus 750 victory points. Oh yeah, and there's victory points too, so you might earn some extra gold in the round rewards, I guess. So there might be some gold to be won there, so which also additionally brings down your cost of ownership of this car. And in order to get to the 25% completion, by the way, your PR needs to be at 82.6 because you need to complete tier 4 of the series here. And then 50% completion pays out additional 10 gold, 1,000 victory points, 1,500 racing dollars. And you need PR 84.5 to get there because you need to get to tier 8. And then 75% completion pays out additional 15 gold, 1,500 victory points, 30,000 racing dollars. And you need PR 86.8 tier 12 to get to the tier 12, right? And then, of course, 100% completion pays out the remaining 30 gold, 50,000 racing dollars. 50 racing dollars would be kind of funny. 2,000 victory points plus the car itself, which, as I said earlier, was worth some 680 gold. All right. So here, let me use gold and complete all the tiers so we can have a look, kind of check the numbers, right? Actual PR requirement. All right, as you can see, yep, 24 hours. But let's head on back into that one. Right. All right, so tier 15, last tier, Cup at Spa, has a PR requirement of 89.3 as expected, right? So to meet that PR requirement, upgrade time. All right, so to meet that PR requirement, you need to get the engine up to stage 3, right? 3 upgrades there. Same for drivetrain. That's additional 65 gold we're spending. And then body, we also need 3 there. That's additional 50 gold. Now suspension, we don't need that many. We only need 2, which are both racing dollar upgrades, if you notice here. So it's where we get kind of a break, if you will. Now, exhaust, we will need to get all 3. 55 additional gold. And brakes, we're going to max out with 4 upgrades here. And because brakes, of course, is the cheapest category, this is where instead of getting 3 upgrades across the board, which I think doesn't get your PR quite up to 89.3. I think it gets you only up to like 89.2 or 89.1. So this is actually more beneficial and cheaper way to go. And then tires and wheels, 3 upgrades across the board, as you can see, exactly at PR 89.3. Right, so here's the upgrade tree. It's going to be 333, 2343. All right, so final cup, look at that, 7 laps at Spa. That's going to be a proper endurance racing, right? And this car is a wonderful, wonderful handling car. So if you don't own it already, I say this is a great opportunity to go ahead and win it. All right, so now let's have a look at the series itself. So for tier 1, what do we have? We got speed record at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit, autocross at Laguna Seca, and the cup at Daytona Road Course, 2 laps. And tier 1, of course, there's no PR requirement. But heading on into Tier 2, we got head-to-head at Spa, should be a single lap. It is. And we got a drag race, this one taking place at Leipzig's Porsche test track. Long on-road circuit, of course. And the Cup is going to take place at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. 3 laps, PR 81 required there. So obviously you're going to need some upgrades to get past Tier 2. Now Tier 3, Speed Snap at Catalunya Grand Prix, Elimination at Silverstone Grand Prix, followed by Cup at Monza Road Course. 3 laps, PR 81.9 required. All right, and Tier 4, this is your 25% completion tier. We got Autocross at Dubai Club Circuit, Endurance at Brickyard, the Brickyard Road Course, and the Cup at Mount Panorama. 2 laps with a PR requirement of 82.6. Now, Racing Dollar upgrades on this car alone does bring your PR up to 83.4. So technically, even if you cannot afford full 360 gold, at least you can win some gold. I mean, it's 5, but you know, it's better than nothing, and you get to race this car for a little bit, right? So that's something very unusual. Anyway, moving on to Tier 5. We got Speed Snap at Suzuka East, followed by Speed Record at Nürburgring Grand Prix, followed by Cup at Hockenheim National. It's going to be a 3-lap Cup, PR 83.3 required. So that's going to be the last tier you're going to be able to run without any gold invested in this car. Anyway, Tier 6, we got Autocross at Melbourne, head-to-head at Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, a single lapper, followed by Cup at Silverstone Bridge Grand Prix. 3 laps, PR 83.9 required. Heading on to Tier 7, we got Endurance at Dubai Club Circuit, Speed Snap at Catalunya National, and the Cup at Le Mans 24-hour circuit. It's going to be 2 laps with a PR requirement of 84.5. So that's what you're going to have to complete in order to claim the 50% completion, since you need 2 gold trophies in Tier 8. So you can do the Autocross at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit and Drag Race at Monza for that. But of course, if you made it this far, you probably want to go all the way to win the car. And to do that, you need to get past the Cup at Laguna Seca. It's going to be a 5-lap Cup, PR 85.1 required. And the Tier 9, we got Elimination at Long On-Road Circuit of Porsche Test Track, Speed Snap at Daytona Road Course, followed by Cup at Suzuka West. 6 laps, PR 85.7 required. And Tier 10, we got Autocross at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, another drag race, this one at the Brickyard Road Course, and Cup at Melbourne. And this is going to be a 10-lapper, PR 86.2 is required. And that takes us to Tier 11. We got Endurance at Hockenheim National, Speed Snap at Bugatti Circuit, and the Cup at Dubai Grand Prix Circuit. 5 laps, PR 86.8 required. And of course, that's what you need for 75% completion, which you can get by getting 1 gold trophy in Tier 12. Elimination at Suzuka Grand Prix is one of those. Or you can do head-to-head at Silverstone Grand Prix, single lapper. Since those don't have PR requirement, you know. But anyway, you want to get past this point if you made it this far, right? For sure. So Tier 12 Cup takes place at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix Circuit. It's going to be a 5-lap Cup, PR 87.4 required. Takes you to Tier 14. We got Speed Record at Daytona Road Course, Endurance at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. Lots of night races sprung throughout this series, isn't there? Anyway, Then Tier 13 Cup is at Monza Road Course, 7 laps, PR 88 required. So some decent length races in this event, so that's kind of cool. And especially with the 24-hour instant service, that's really handy, you know? And because it's racing dollar car, you don't have to worry about, maxing out your earnings, right? Anyway, Tier 14, we got autocross at Porsche Test Track on long on-road circuit. Head-to-head, another one. This one at Catalunya National, their single lap. And the cup is going to take place at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, road course, 8 laps, PR 88.6 required. And that takes us to the final tier, where we got elimination at Laguna Seca, speed record at Bugatti Circuit, and as we checked out earlier, the long 7-lap cup at Spa, requiring PR 89.3, which you can get by, just to recap, getting this setup upgrades right here. 3332343. Right. And the total cost is 360 gold and some 2.6 million racing dollars and change. All right, so that will do it for this overview video. Thanks for watching, and we'll slap on some upgrades back on. I'll do the cloud restore, so, I wouldn't, want to save this. Just blowing gold, you know what I mean? So, and then I'll get going on this limited series. So stay tuned for those. But for now, that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching. Take care.